And welcome back to my channel. My name's Jessica and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I haven't made a card today. I thought I'd do the whole process with you guys from start to finish. I've got a couple of cards that I need to send, but I want to use the new DSP and the Just Jade cardstock that I've just got in. The Just Jade is our in color for 2020 to 2022. And I've got flowers for all seasons in the cardstock. So I'm just going to go through, and I haven't even picked I know sort of what I'm going to do for the card, but I haven't picked a DSP yet that I want to use. So I'm just going to go through, might do two different ones. Thinking I want to do one of the yellows on it. Maybe this one. There should be a smaller piece here somewhere. So I'm going to do a yellow, which is the bumblebee, excuse me. And then I think I want a floral. So I'm not sure. Thinking I like this one here, the tulips. So let's go with these two. So we're going to make two cards. They're both going to be basically the same, just with a different DSP. So that's the in color. That's the flowers for your occasion. If you haven't seen it, pop over to my unboxing and that will show them in a little bit more detail. So we'll get rid of those. Whoops, I almost lost them all off the bench. And what I'm going to start with, I'll just get some white cardstock. Like I said, I haven't prepped anything. We're just going to do it all from start to finish. Make up my mind with what I'm going to do as we go. So I'm going to put those to the side, and I'm going to make two card bases here. Scratch that one. Okay, so we want to cut at 14.9. Make sure it's straight. I did some cutting earlier today and it was not straight at all. And then we want to score at 10.5. I'm just going to fold these in half. All right. Excuse me. So we've got what I need to write this down or else I'm going to forget it. So we did 14.9 and 10.5. all right, so what I'm going to do is cut a bit of the cardstock in the Just Jade to fit the front of the card. So we'll take 5 centimeters, so 5 millimeters, so 2.5 millimeters each side. So we need 14.4 by 10. We want 2 of those. So we're going to use the Just Jade on both of them. Now, don't throw out any of your cardstock. Keep all your cardstock because you do. It is really good to. Oops, sorry. It's a little bit dark here today. All right, so DSP. So DSP stands for Designer Series Paper, and we have a range of DSP come out each year. They have 2 sides to them, so you can use either side. And they all coordinate. They all use this one here. Let me just grab the catalogue. And the colours that match with this DSP, give me 2 seconds, are, when I find it on the right page, looking at the wrong page, looking at the wrong thing. So the colours that match this is Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Poppy Parade, and Whisper White. So you can get all those colours in cardstock, in our blender pens, in inks, so everything will match and marry together. So we did 14.4 for the last one and 10, so this one we want to do 13.9 by 9.5. So we want 9.5 across and 13.9 this way. And that should give us a fairly even border around each. So yet again, keep all your scraps. These are really good. You can do scrap cards where you just layer different sections of the card. So I keep all my scraps of my paper. That's it for the trimmer at the moment. So I think what we're going to do with the two cards, so layer them like that. Now I wonder if I've got any ribbon. I know I don't have any in color ribbon, but let's just see if I've got any ribbon that might go with it. Possibly not. Got that, but I don't know if I really like that. Oops. No, I don't have any ribbon at the moment that I really like with it. It's the wrong green. That's this one. That's not bad. It's a little bit darker. It's not the right one. These are just some scraps of ribbon, so I have no idea what it is, but I thought I'd ordered some ribbon and I obviously had forgotten to because it didn't come in my pack. So we're going to go with this one. I did order these, which we're going to use. I'm excited to use. These are some like little embellishments. So we need a sentiment. Today I'm going to be using Lovely You, and just because I think is what we want, just because I can send a card. No, Wildly Grateful. Wildly Grateful is what we're going to use. So I haven't used these yet. What does it look like? I always have trouble finding it because it's backwards. Wildly Grateful. So I'll show you how I put the stickers on the back. Is that going to fit on my stamp? Yeah. So this is how I put the stickers on the back. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, now I've got to just find it. Wildly Grateful. Put our stamps away. So I find it easier to pop my sticker on the back of my clear block. Now you've got to peel it off. That's the tricky part. Peel off your bits of paper. When they decide they want to come off, peel off your paper off the back of the stamp. And I just lay your stamp down, and to the best of your ability, line up the sticker on the back. And that's it there. Now, when you take these off the first time, you have to be careful. Sometimes they do stick. That one's going to come off fairly easy. Sometimes they get a bit hard to get off the first time, but we'll work with that. All right, so I'm just going to grab some scrap paper here. What I might do, I'm going to use our new punch. Let me see where it's going to fit in. Let's try 3/4 of an inch. See if we can cut this at 3/4 or 3/4 or 1.9. Might go there. I always have trouble cutting skinny bits. It's going to move a little bit. There. And it didn't cut the top because I had the paper down too far. And my snips are not going to work when the cover's off it. Just trim that. That's going to be cut off anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this on either end of my bit of paper because I'm not sure how. I think I want the sentiment about that long. But I'm not sure yet. So we're just going to, I might just stamp one. I'm going to use the Just Jade ink, which is a new ink. We'll stamp one and see how it goes. Perfect. And I want the other one. Let's go about halfway down. That'll give us plenty of room. Perfect. I do like to clean my stamps as I go, because if I don't, I forget them. Something happens, life happens, and I get up and walk away and I haven't done it. So that's all the stamping we're going to do. Now I'm going to use our new punch. So which one? I think I'm going to use this one. You've got two different shapes. And we're just going to pop that in, and it should just fit in nicely to the slot to keep it straight. And snip. Perfect. Now we need to decide how wide we want it, around about that. What's the length on that? 3 inches. Yeah, let's do 3 inches. And that's our greeting. I'm going to have to trim this off a little bit. And we'll do the same. We might do the other one just to be different. Just want to line it up and cut that at about 3 inches. So that's our two sentiments. Now they're not going to look very pop on the sheet like that. Actually, I think I want to make them a bit shorter. I want to go a bit closer to the wording. I have no idea what I cut that out. Yeah, that's a bit better. So they're not going to really pop like that. What you can do with this punch, which is awesome, is our next size up. You've got 3 different sizes that fit neatly in here. Our next size up is 1 inch. So I'm going to grab some more of my Just Jade and cut an 1-inch wide strip. And we're going to pop it behind, but instead of being straight behind, we can use the punch and layer it. So it's going to look awesome. So I'm just going to do each end of this strip. So I've just lined it up in there, punch it off, and I'll do the same on this one. Line it up, make sure it's straight, punch it off. We've got our 2 separate ends. So then we just match up our sentiment and decide where we want it. So I reckon about there looks good. I'm just going to glue that one down and then I'll trim it off. So I make sure I won't trim first. I want to make sure I get it in the right position. So I'll trim it off once I've popped it in there. Now you could jazz this up, you could do some heat embossing, whatever you like. Just playing today. I just really wanted to use the new in colors and the new new stamp set, new colors, new punch. I'm just going to trim that off. Yeah, I'm glad I did that because I trimmed just a fraction of the white off, but that's done there. Turn it round, stick this one on. Okay. And I think I trimmed a fraction off that one too. That's okay. So our 2 sentiments are done. I'm running out of space off camera. All right, to put the ribbon on, I don't think I want a bow on it. I think I just want the ribbon behind. So I'm just going to cut a strip of ribbon off. And I want to do this before I stick everything down. Might use some tear and tape. And this will help secure the ribbon behind the card so it won't come out. The trick is to get the tear and tape paper off the back. You didn't have to do the ribbon. I think this colour's not too bad at all. It's not a current ribbon. It's just a scrap one that I had. But whatever you've got in your stash, check that that's not overly straight, but I don't think it's going to matter once I get everything on. You could, if you wanted to, also do it this way. So where's the end of my tear and tape? If you wanted the ribbon to sit a bit flusher on the card, put the tear and tape across the whole ribbon. And then you can place it down. This ribbon is very long. You did not need it that long. It's okay. See, that one's sitting a lot flusher than that one, and it's crooked. That's going to annoy me actually. Let's try and get it straight. Or straighter, should I say. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Alright, now we just need to assemble our cards. So it's as simple as a bit of glue on the back of your... I stuck that on the wrong side. We're not doing yellow at all. Oh well. I was going to do yellow. We're not now. Doesn't matter. I think it'll all still look nice. And then pop this one on your card. Have to do some stamping inside the card as well. And I'll grab a couple of envelopes if I can find some, and we'll do some stamping on that. So you just want to line it up so it's as even as possible. With your liquid glue, I always like to give it a little bit of pressure and hold it for a moment. So we'll just do these and then we'll put our sentiments on. So you could definitely jazz it up with fussy cutting some flowers and putting them up on dimensionals. That could look really pretty. But sometimes I like to do just a nice simple card, a bit of stamping, bit of pretty paper, and you still have a nice handmade card. So I'll pop in the description box all the items that I used to create the card today. Now I'm going to grab my dimensionals and put these up on dimensionals. This will just give a little bit of height to the sentiment. Oops, not enough there. Yeah, I definitely like it better that it's stuck down with the excuse me, stuck down with the, what's it called, tear and tape. I'm just going to put this right over the ribbon. Yeah, it's way too loose. Let's see if we can fix it. This could be tricky. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to try and get the paper off the back. Oh, it's coming. Tweezers might have worked better. Maybe if I put another dimensional in there, it might stick it down. I put two, sorry, taking it off camera. Put two dimensionals just in the back. Definitely stick the ribbon down with tear and tape, because then it's not as raised. But there you go. Because I forgot that the dimensionals would be sitting on the ribbon anyway. They wouldn't be holding it down because they're not really sitting on the DSP. There's those two. Okay. All right. Now, let's put something inside the cards. I'm thinking, let's do this one. So I'm going to have to put this on my block. I'm going to have to put the sticker on this one too. So find the sticker. Oops, it's dropping. And I think I'll do this in Just Jade too, just to keep in the same colours. Oops, come off. Alright, pop your stamp down. Line it up the best you can. And we'll use a Just Jade too. Yeah, I like that. Do you know what? Oh, that wasn't the best stamping there. Do you know what I'm going to do as well? I reckon we can put the little, maybe this one in just, no, we'll leave it like that. Oh, I want to put it on an envelope. Let me see if I've got some envelopes. Okay. So these are going in the mail, so I don't want to put it anywhere that I'm going to put a stamp, or I might just do it up the top here. Not doing great stamping today. There you go. Make sure you close your ink pads when you finish with them too. Alright. One last thing I'm going to do on the front is I'm going to get these, which I wonder if I've got a little, and I'm going to open them without spilling them, hopefully. Oops. I'm just going to tip a couple into here. So there's clear and green ones. Let's go. I'm going to use my fine tip glue. Put a green one there on each card. So just a little tiny dab of your fine tip glue, and then this is a, I forget what it's called, pick something. I'll put it in the description. Come on, come off. And it's got a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, there's like a little bit of tacky stuff, putty kind of thing at the end, and it really helps in picking up little gems and sequins. I'm just going to put 3. I don't know if I put enough glue there. Just need the tiniest amount of glue. I'm going to use these clear ones if they don't roll away. Oh, they look cute. They look like little raindrops. I'm going to use a little one up here. Come on. Come on. Work with me. That one does not want to be picked up. Just a couple of little droplets on the flowers. And we'll do the same here, but I might do them in the center of the flowers, so I'll use the bigger ones. With your fine tip glue, you want to shut it up as soon as you can as well, so it doesn't dry out. And let's use the bigger ones on here. Take a pick, that's what this is called. Except it's not playing nice for me today. These are stuck on the plastic. There you go. Oh, that's really cute in the center of those flowers. I think I want to put them in all the flowers. Yes, let's do it. Now, the fine tip glue, this one here, it does take a little bit of time to dry, so you do have a little bit of working time. And it will dry clear. There's cockies outside.